I want to show you how I write the perfect headline for landing pages. It's a little bit of a process that I've developed over the years, and I haven't really gotten it from anywhere. There's some key elements that I use that I've, learned from other places, but it actually helps me out a lot. And I used to do it differently, but nowadays it starts with ChatGPT. It just saves me a lot of time in that essence. So what I end up doing, let me first of all make sure that this is recording. Yep, we're good. So what I end up doing is coming into ChatGPT and just writing the most simple prompt as possible. The only reason I do this is because sometimes starting with a blank sheet of paper can be a little daunting, and if you're not in a super creative mode, it's hard to force yourself to create something that's actually good without actually having something there. So I just write a super simple prompt and I just say, hey, write a headline for me about vitamin D, right? The whole goal is to sell the product. And so it spits out something like this: unlock your sunshine potential, transform your health with high potency, with our high potency vitamin D supplement. I hate this. The word unlock, I use that often, so that's cool with me, but your sunshine potential, I get the point, like curiosity, trying to make it different, but I don't think anybody's looking to unlock their sunshine potential. And that doesn't invoke the right curiosity to me. It's kind of just like, okay, all right, buddy. Transform your health. This is overly used, so I wouldn't use that. And then our high potency vitamin D supplement. You're already saying high potency is cool, but you're already saying vitamin D. So if anybody has any kind of certain belief, or they looked at 5 other vitamin D supplements before they saw yours or your headline here, they're just going to immediately be turned off. They're already going to have thoughts going through their head. We don't want them to have those thoughts. So I'm going to work on changing this part first. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak directly to why somebody could be landing on my page, right? So if anybody's going to purchase vitamin D, there's probably a few things going on. They're either sick, they're getting sick, or they just want to strengthen their immune system to prepare before getting sick. So what I want to do is just key into that. So I have amplify the strength of your immune system, right? So any way you cut it, that's what somebody's looking for when they purchase vitamin D. I'm not purchasing vitamin D to cure something. I'm purchasing vitamin D. Most people are purchasing vitamin D to strengthen their immune system, unless they don't have enough knowledge and they're just like, oh, vitamin D cures this. It doesn't. And we probably wouldn't be able to sell to those people anyways. Those people are just looking for vitamin D, and that's where having this would be okay. So amplify the strength of your immune system is what I want to go after. Now, this next part here, transform your health. Once again, we don't like that with our high potency vitamin D supplement. Once again, we don't want to say this. We don't want to say vitamin D. Like, that only works for people that are actively looking for vitamin D. So you've got like warm traffic that they're actually searching for a vitamin D supplement. That's where this would come in handy. This high potency piece would be beautiful for that, especially if your product is high potency, because that might be what they're looking for, right? So we want to work on this next part. So I want to invoke that curiosity. I want to remove that vitamin D part in there and just, key into the immune system aspect of it. So amplify the strength of your immune system with this singular potent ingredient. Now, this part can be a lot better. I flew through this in writing it, but the concept is still the same. Excuse me. The concept is still the same. We just want that curiosity. We just want to let them know, like, hey, there's a single ingredient that will help strengthen your immune system. And what should be going through their brain at this time is like, what's that single ingredient? Now, this isn't enough to push me over the edge, so I just want to add a little bit more here. But the main piece is that we got rid of that common language, transform your health. Everybody's heard it. They've gone through it in health and wellness. And we want to get rid of that vitamin D piece. We want to invoke that curiosity, but not make it unlock your sunshine potential. All right, so the next part here, we want to push them over the edge a little bit. So amplify the strength of your immune system with the singular potent ingredient in just 10 days. Now, let me pause here for a second. In health and wellness, you might run into issues with saying stuff like this in just 10 days, maybe even this, depending on who you are and what you sell. So an easy way to combat this is saying in just 10 servings or in just 30 servings, whatever it might be. That way you're not actually saying our product solves a problem in a certain timeline. That's how you get into trouble when it comes to health and wellness. So take that with a grain of salt. But what I'm ultimately doing is saying, 1, here's the problem that you're trying to solve. 2, hey, we've got this new thing, this potent ingredient that you need to check out. That's the curiosity piece. And then, hey, here's the timeline. So here's how fast it should work for you. And that timeline should invoke them to say, okay, I'm very interested. But I still might have some questions, and that's where something like a subheadline comes in. So the next piece of that is I usually have a subheadline. So amplify the strength of your immune system with a singular potent ingredient in just 10 days or 10 servings. And the best part is it's 100% natural, right? So if I'm coming to this page and I'm looking, thinking about the person that's going to land on your page, and they're looking for a supplement, they're probably more on the holistic side, more leaning towards that side rather than on the medicine side. So they probably have, if you say singular potent ingredient, that might invoke thoughts of, oh, I'm not really interested in medicine. Anything that's potent is really, it's like your claritins and things of that nature of the world. That's medicine. I'm totally against that. So we just want to combat that. And so this next piece, the subheadline, is essentially without doing things that they don't like or they don't want or they hate, right? So we've got, here's the problem you're trying to solve. Here's the curiosity piece. Here's the time frame in which you would get your result without the things that you don't like, right? So, and the best part is it's 100% natural, because depending on your audience, they're probably against the traditional medicine route, and so they want to keep it natural. And so this is what would set them over the edge. So this headline right here is designed to talk to their problem and give them a solution, invoke curiosity, give them a easy attainable time frame. 10 days isn't too long. It's not too short. So it's somewhat believable. And then and make sure this actually is in line with your product. Don't want to lie to people. And then say, and the best part is without doing something you hate or without it being something you don't like. So that's my process when it comes to creating a headline. I just start with, something from ChatGPT, and then I just work it from there. And I use like thesaurus or a thesaurus to kind of give me different descriptive words along the way, because I don't want to be too repetitive with my words, and I also don't want to use wild words like potent might be too much. So I might come in here, put in potent, dominant, dynamic. Dynamic might be one. Robust is a good one. Powerful is all right. Ball of fire is amazing. Not really, but you get the point. So it's a really simple process, but it actually saves me a lot of energy and time when it comes to creating headlines, because it just easily gets to the point and allows me to construct something that's actually effective. So I hope that's helpful for you.